Alright guys, so I'm inside of LeadsMate and this is the dashboard. So the first time I loaded up LeadsMate, it also asked me to integrate my accounts. And if I want to do that, I can integrate with all those different accounts. I'll just show you in a second. Meanwhile, if you're logging in for the first time like me, I recommend that you go to tutorials and watch the tutorials, or at least watch this comprehensive demo. Even this can get you started. Now in integrations that I just opened up, you can connect your Google Places API, your Facebook, your OpenAI API, Cleverly Box, Flaxa, Mail Cleaner, SMTP credentials, all those different things that you need to get unlimited options for every one of these. So if you put in your OpenAI API, for example, your leads will work, your intelligence, all the AI that you use is going to be used from your account, and you will be able to use unlimited amount of AI in there. All right, so that's what integrations does. But let me show you what LeadsMate does. So LeadsMate at its core is a software to help you get more leads, and also a platform where you can reach out to those leads and get results right from all inside this app. Let's see how it works. So right on the left side, you can click on find leads, and you've got 4 options. The first is Google leads, domain leads, then LinkedIn leads, and Facebook leads. Let's understand what each one does. So Google leads are the leads that are coming from the Google Maps. So there is an API, there is a special software called the Google Places, and this software uses the Google Places API to pull out all the data from Google. Now these are all the same businesses that you see on Google Business. So they are pretty updated. You will always find the latest data in here, and it's a great source to find local businesses in any niche, in any country, any city, right? So because it's Google data, it's always relevant, always updated. And how you use it is you just put in a keyword. Let's say we want to put in bar, and you got to put in the location where you want to find. So let's say you want to do New York, you want to find the bars in New York, NY, USA, and you can also select the radius of search. So if you want to search only in 5 kilometers, you can actually go pretty local. So if you know about a neighborhood in New York, let's say Queens, right? So you can actually decide how big the area of search should be. So you want to go for 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, up to 50 kilometers. You can search the radius and find the business type that you want. So I'm going to go for 25 and click on search. All right, so you can see the data is coming in, and you've got options like look at this one, for example, Milano's bar. You've got the telephone number, you've got the address, you've got GMB, which is Google My Business photographs. You can see how many reviews they have, what's the total number of reviews, are they working, and also what are their opening score. Plus you will also see their GMB score, is their profile optimized or not. And you will also know whether this particular business is claimed by a person or not. So when a profile is unclaimed, it means that the business that's running the operations has not claimed their Google My Business profile. They're probably not tech savvy. They don't understand how big a difference Google can make in their business, and they're just letting it kind of run on autopilot. And you can step in, you can educate them, you can tell them, hey, I can help you with your Google Business profile. You can offer them free services like this business, for example, it doesn't even have a website. And that's a big deal, because if a business doesn't have a website, it can't be available to people who are offline, right? Who are not inside the business, or who are not ready to walk to the business. So you can offer them, for example, hey, I'm going to make a website for you, or I'm going to help you with your GMB optimization, things like that, right? Again, look at Rudy's Bar and Grill. So they have a website, and from this software, you can just visit the website right away, and you can see what they're trying to pitch. So if you want to make a custom page based on what their business is doing, you probably even have their social media handles over here, their phone numbers, and some businesses also have the email addresses. So if you want to harvest the email addresses not even coming from Google Leads, you might be able to find those email addresses even on the contact box many times. So this particular business doesn't have it, but many businesses do, right? Or you can send them a message right from the contact form. They're sure to look at it because it's something that they have open for their customers. Now again, the same thing, they don't have a Google My Business profile that is claimed, it's unclaimed. So yes, you can step in, you can offer them a few services. And then there is Hub Again Bar, the local bar and cafe, Crosby Bar, so many different bars, right? And you can see each one of them has reviews. Some of them have a website or not, but nearly every one of them has listed their phone numbers in there, which is very useful for you, because that means You can use that information to contact these guys and offer them services yourself, and you can contact them through SMS too if you want to. All right, so keep going. So once you go to the bottom, because by default it lists about 20 leads at a time, and when you want more leads, all you got to do is click on load more. So it's all done on real time. All right, so you can see there are now more bars listed. Again, you can see what kind of services you can offer to these businesses based on their current setup. And if you can find opportunities, go ahead and exploit them. Plus, don't forget this right over here is actually the pin, the location pin. So if you click on it, you can see it on the map. So if you are in the business of actually going out and talking to these guys, you can use this map to find those businesses and get right to them. So this is all about Google Leads. Now, don't forget, you can actually save these leads. So here is what happens. When you save a lead, you can assign it to a campaign inside of LeadsMate, and then you can further, plan about how you want to reach out to them. So let's say I can offer them my website making services for bars, right? Click on add campaign because I didn't add a campaign beforehand. So now it's a new campaign that I need to set up. I've already done that. Click on save. And now this lead is saved to that campaign. I'm going to save a couple of leads that don't have a website. Save lead. Just going to click on this, save. And let's look for more people who don't have a website. These guys all do. So they're not looking for a website for sure. Okay, so this one, South Soho Bar, they don't have a website yet. Click on save lead and South Soho Bar, I will see you. All right, so this is how this is supposed to work. And again, you can see your leads inside of the Leads Manager. When you click on the Leads Manager, you can see that this is my campaign that I just set up. There are 3 leads so far, and all 3 of them are from Google. So this is how you actually get the leads. All right, now let's go and find more leads, this time from domains. And I want to explain the domain leads to you a little bit first. All right, so the domain leads are from people who book a fresh domain. Many people want to book a domain for their website, and they might not even have a website or have a plan for the website. They just want to take up their domain name before the actual website goes live. And this is the case in nearly every situation. People buy the domain name a lot more time ahead than they actually do the setup for the website. So people who buy the domain fresh are great candidates for you to reach out, talk to them, and offer them your website creation services. So again, this is something that people who have agencies, people who are doing website creation can use to contact and reach out to people who are looking for providers like you. So again, this is very simple. All you need to do is put in the country where you want to target. Let's say, again, you want to target United States, and the state, you can put in the state, let's say California. And I want to find people who are in Los Angeles, let's say. Los Angeles, yeah? All right, so let's see if I can find the city first. All right, I guess I just type it down there. And that's all you need to do. And you can see, okay, this is all the data. This is the data of all the domain names booked in the last few hours, right? Last, I think, about 48 hours. So now you have got to apply the filter. So when you click on apply filter, the data is going to be filtered according to your criterion, right? And it takes a little bit of time, just a few seconds. All right, so that took a couple of minutes, but now the list is filtered. And as you can see, these are the domains that are booked by people in Los Angeles, right? These are the registrant states. This is the zip code of the person who registered the domain, the service provider that was used to register, and you can see the domain name, the person's name, the email of the person, the phone number, right? So there is a lot of information in here. You can mail the people right away. You can even call them or send them a message. And again, of course, you got to be taking care that you shouldn't seem like somebody who they don't want to hear from. So just be courteous and just be clear about your purpose, and it should be pretty okay, because people don't mind. Businesses don't mind hearing from businesses. Everybody knows that this is the way you conduct a business. By the way, you can see that there are 50,000 entries for this search, right? And you can sort it out according to date and according to, you can see, let me go all the way back. You can also filter according to created date. So if you want to see domains that are only registered in the last 1 year or so, you can do that. Maybe the last month, totally up to you. You can get the domains that are fresh, right? So that's another part of it. And again, the same thing, any lead that you want to capture later, that you want to talk to later, just click on this, then click on add leads to the lead manager, select the campaign, click on save. And now in leads manager, the leads been added, right? So I'll just go to lead manager over here while I also show you next LinkedIn leads. And I really like this feature because I just saw how it works and I really was impressed by the amount of data it can pull out. So let's go here. And here you can put in name of any company. So you can put in any domain name, the domain owner will be discovered. Also, all the people who are working for that company will be discoverable inside LeadsMate. So let me just put in a domain for you. All right, so I'm going to put in a domain. This is just a random domain that I found online. It seems to be an HR company. And you can see immediately the leads are returned. I did a search for my company earlier and I got leads in there too. Now for Bezat, for example, when you click on view leads, you can see the leads of all the people who are working in that company. And this data is pulled from LinkedIn, right? So let's let it load. It takes a few seconds. So you can see these are the people in this company. You get the name, you get the email address, you get the phone number, the company, and you also get the LinkedIn URL. And you need to know, and you get to know where they are posted. So this is again a great way to reach out to key, people in the company, to find who's working in a company, reach out to them and connect with them, and pitch your service or pitch your product. If you're working for the competitor, great way to connect to the people who are competing with the business that you're working for and offer them your services. Tell them, hey, I've been working for one of your competitors and this is the result that I've been able to produce for them, and you can take care, you can take my services and I can get you the results too. So that's a great way to find new business. I've used it several times in the past myself. Now finally, you also have Facebook leads. So let's take a look at that now. And here all you need to do is put in a keyword. So I'm going to put in hair salon right now. Click on search. Let's see what happens. Did I spell it right? I might not have. But in any case, you have the results. So again, it's kind of similar to what you got from Google. You get the email address if it's available. You get the website, ratings, the number of likes and followers. Again, it's a great way to find businesses that you want to connect with and pitch your services to. So when you have the website available, you can actually go to the website and talk to these guys. So I see some of the data is quite repetitive. I think it just got listed multiple times, or maybe the same person is listing on Facebook multiple times. That's more likely. So Bang Hair Salon, for example, and you will find it. So I think these results are global, right? So if you click on load more, you'll get more results. But this data seems to be global. It doesn't seem to be local. That's one thing. But yeah, click on save lead and you can take it back to the campaign you created. And finally, in Leads Manager, I've shown it to you before, by the way. Here we have our campaign, 8 leads, 3 Google leads, 5 from domains, 3 from Google, total 8. I clicked on it and it's going to open the campaign. So you can see the leads all over here, right? You can filter them according to what options you want. So you can find leads that don't have websites, don't have photographs, whatever you want. And if you click on domain leads, you will get the domain leads together. And in reports, you can actually find some details about the leads themselves. So again, click on select campaign and it's going to process the campaign and tell you exactly which leads can be of interest. So you've got things like, Rudy's Bar and Grills, they have a website. You can go to the website. If they don't have a website, you will see NA not available. Plus you will see optimization scores. So businesses that are not well optimized are great candidates for you to reach out and talk to them about, hey, get services from me, optimize yourself better. So that's a great way to find more customers. And there is a way to contact the leads right from inside this application. We'll need to select the campaign. Okay. And you can see 3 Google leads. Let's click on Google leads. I think you will get an option. So here you have kind of like a way to manage your CRM like data. So you can choose whether this person has been contacted or not, and whether he's interested or not, and that will tell you about what you need to do to reach out to him again. So kind of like a CRM flow. This has very basic, but it can be usable. There is a way to send a message. So if somebody has an email address, I think this person might have had an email address. You can actually send them a mail directly from inside this application. So there are different email templates that are available to you. I don't know if they have a, okay, let's pick up social media services. So, they've got these ready-made templates, like I can triple your Facebook fans with videos, and you can put in the email address, the subject. The mail is drafted for you right away. There are short codes available that you can use. And if you want to validate the mail before you send it, you can validate it and it will be checked whether the email address is valid or not. And when you click on test, it will be sent to your test account, obviously, but otherwise you can send it to the person directly. So this was of the mailing feature, right? Okay, so I have actually exhausted my Facebook quota, so that's why I'm getting this Facebook first. This is an integrations. You can add Facebook inside of integrations and you won't get it. So let's go back to Lead Manager, contact leads. We've seen that. Now there is email templates. You saw how the email templates worked right over here. I think this is where you get to modify all those email templates. So there are categories, there are subject lines, and you can view any template by just clicking on it. So the template is right available to you, and you can create your own template. So if you want to create a template for your mail sequence, you can create them, and then whenever you're ready to contact the leads, you can just use your templates. Makes things a little bit easier. Now the billing plan is where you get to see information about your billing information, about the plan that you're on, and depending on what level of the purchase you made, whether you bought only the front end or you bought the bundle which has everything, or you bought any of the OTOs, your billing plan will reflect what you have. I think mine would be a couple of the OTOs and the front end. Let's check it out. So I got LeadsMate AI, I've got Page Builder, I've got email marketing, I've got LeadsMate Pro and commercials. I've got all these different applications that you can get inside of LeadsMate, and these options are available in the sidebar. So the Page Builder is Page Mingo, the WhatsApp is Flaxa-Vapi, there is Cleverly Box, and you can just click, you can just log into your account in any of these services by one click, right? So if you just click on one click login over here, it's gonna take you to that particular software and you can use it. So again, if you bought the OTOs, this is where you can access the OTOs too. There is the agency option right here. So you will be able to create your agency account from this side, from this particular thing. But I don't have an agency plan, so I apparently can't do that. Then there is also the leads extractor, and this gets you leads from a website URL. Now I told you that some websites actually have their email addresses and their phone numbers listed on the website. So again, you can just put in that put in that URL and it's gonna get you that email address and the phone number from the website itself. So this was LeadsMate.ai, LeadsMate AI, and it's a great tool if you are looking to reach out to local businesses and offer them your agency services. So I would say this is a good fit for you if you are running some sort of agency. It could be an HR agency, it could be a technical services agency, it could be anything that helps people in businesses. Because again, remember, the clients that you find, the leads that you find from here are gonna be business leads. So this is a great way to reach out and find businesses that you can reach out to, connect with, and offer your services to. It gets you the name, it gets you the email, gets you the phone number, pretty much everything, all the things you need to connect and get business from professional people, professional businesses who are in the niches that you want to target. And by the way, it works for absolutely any niche. I look here for hair salon, but you can look for bars or local cafes or plant nurseries, whatever you can think of. All the niches are in here because this has got the most relevant, the latest data from Google, from Facebook, and from LinkedIn, plus the domains data. So it's got the worldwide domain data. So again, you can offer your domain, your website building services to people around the world. This is how LeadsMate works. And if you want to pick it up, I want to remind you, make sure you get it from my link, because if you do that, then I can offer you my best software, all of my software, absolutely without you having to pay for them in the Technic Force Rewards program. And I'm going to tell you, I'm building a lot of cool stuff. So for example, the latest product that I launched earlier was called Engagey, and people love it. What it does for them, it helped me in fact get a lot of traction on social media too, on my personal accounts. So Engagey is a part of Technic Force Rewards program, and all my other tools are a part of this too, right? So you can get any of these tools. Let me go to technicforce.com to show you all the tools that I already have. All of these tools you can get using the Technique Force Rewards program, plus all the new tools that come in, because the reward points that you earn can be used at any time in the future too. So I'm coming up with a lot of new tools, and if you don't want to pay for them, you can go for the Technique Force Rewards program, grab products from me that I don't create but I refer to you, and you can still get my products and not have to pay for this. On that account, I will see you with the next review. This is Cyril Gupta, your best friend in the business, signing off.